You already know what it is. No matter where the place or what the time, you are now tuned in to Sony Hulk Radio. This is Middays the Strong Way, and I am DJ Strong. I'm the strongest DJ in the land. So we got us a special guest for today, man. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Tell the people who you are.
Hi, I'm Jay Will. I'm a new gospel hip-hop artist based in Los Angeles from Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay. So, wow, this is crazy. So, it's crazy. I just talked to my cousin last night, man, and he's in Omaha, Nebraska with Bud, and you out there in Dallas, in Texas with Errol.
Yeah.
Man, how you feel about that fight, man? Are you an Errol Spence fan because of where you at, or do you even watch boxing?
No, I don't watch boxing.
Oh, okay. So let's get into it, man. So you're a gospel artist.
Hip hop gospel.
Hip hop gospel, man. You know, listen, I'm from an old time boy. Gospel is gospel. Hip hop gospel.
Yeah.
But I am proud of the fact that gospel has definitely been accepted in the hip hop world as of many years ago now. But it used to be a time when I was coming up when it wasn't. So I'm glad to see that happen. So how did you get into that? Were you into the church at a young age? Did you was it always gospel hip hop, or were you just like gospel in the beginning?
It was always gospel hip hop, but my dad was a musician in the church. He played the drums, the Congo drums, and he took me to all his events and stuff. And I started writing at the age of 8, and I wrote poetry, and then we had events at our church where I saw other ministers rapping, and I was inspired to be like them.
Okay. So you basically you pretty much been doing this from the beginning then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Being in this area of hip hop, in this area of gospel, I should say, have you ever thought about just going all the way with one or the other? Like, were there ever trying moments where you kind of felt discouraged about doing it as a whole and you just want to go in one particular direction, or have you already just kind of stuck with it?
I kind of always stuck with it. It's kind of hard to leave the church. I was born and raised, and I got elders that I look up to that kind of guide me, and they keep me from going astray.
Right.
Getting too far away from the gospel. Okay.
Did any of your elders, have a problem with you doing hip hop gospel? Because I know sometimes, like I said, I'm from a different, I'm a little older. I know my mom, she was she couldn't understand the concept, many years ago when it came together. And I know it's a different generation now, but how do your elders feel about it?
They don't have a problem with it as long as I'm sticking with God's word. That's all that matters. They want me to stick with what's in the Bible.
Okay. All right. So, so you've been in the church from day one. Did you ever do any? Did you ever do any singing? Like, were you ever in the choir?
Yeah, I was in the Little Angels choir. Where the babies sing. And I stayed in the Little Angels choir until I was about 8 or 9 years old.
Okay, that's what's up. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing, man. Besides music, were you into any other sports? Were you doing anything else besides that? I mean, did you
I was actually a good basketball player. Okay. I played varsity for Dunbar High School in Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay, all right. And what changed with that? I mean, did you just decide to go in another direction, or things didn't work out the way they should?
Yeah.
The way you wanted?
I felt like I can't do everything, and if I had to stick with one thing, I'd just stick with rapping.
Okay.
Gospel hip hop.
So you chose to go that.
I feel like
you chose to go that.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right. What are your plans? What are your plans for the future of music?
My plan is to keep working on music, come out with an album. I'm almost finished with my first demo EP that I want to pitch to investors and take it as far as I can take it.
Okay. And how many songs you gonna have on your EP?
About 11 or 12.
Oh, you got damn near a full length album.
Yeah.
You might as well make that a full length album.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I like what you said just a second ago when you said pitch to investors. I don't get to hear a lot of artists actually say that. So that means you know a little something about business on the business side of things, then.
Yeah.
Okay. When you got into the music, did you get into the music? Were you aware of a lot of the business factors, or did you come in kind of naive like a lot of other artists do? Not saying that's a bad thing, because if you don't know, you don't know. But
Yeah.
you know,
I came in watching a lot of independent record artists.
Right.
And independent record companies get big, like Master P, Puff Daddy, Jay-Z, and I kind of watched what they were doing. And then I had a friend that started his own record company, and I was alongside with him
right
while he was getting started.
Okay, so you did your homework. You did your due diligence.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Now out of all of the CEOs and the people that you watch to kind of help yourself along, who did you admire the most? Like, which one of these people did you really like say, I wanna kind of do my business like that
one? I like Jay-Z's work ethic.
Right.
He worked hard on his music, did a lot of good promoting, and he helped a lot of people come up.
Okay. So back to the music. What songs are you actually pushing now? Like, what's your lead out EP? What's your lead out single?
Institutionalized.
Institutionalized.
I have a video out for it right now. It's on YouTube.
Okay, so what's the backstory for that one? What's the backstory for that song? Why Institutionalized?
Because I felt like the reason why we have so many problems today is because of the people that are in office. They're corrupt, and they're not doing anything to help our community. They're not doing anything to help the black community. And if we continue to let them rise, we'll continue to have problems.
Oh, okay. So you
and then I wanted to shed some light on, what's going on with Black Lives Matter, okay, and other problems that we're having in our community.
Well, shed some light on me right now. What not without giving away the whole point of the song. What's the issue with Black Lives Matter? Is it positive or negative?
It's a negative. We need more police training. We can't have them commit more acts like George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery.
Right. Well, okay. Well, it's good to know that you're definitely speaking on something that we need to talk about without, because right now you got so much drill and kill music out there, and I think a lot of times artists these days kind of forget that they don't have to kill everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody. That's another reason why I'm glad you're a hip hop gospel artist, because of the fact that you really believe it or not, like I said, hip hop gospel it's been around for a while now, but believe it or not, you still got a lot of artists out there who don't feel comfortable doing it. They feel like, they got to be gangster. They feel, and a lot of them, you do see them in the church regularly. You know what I'm saying? And if you look into their past, you find out that they always have been that way, and some of them are still that way. Yeah. So it's sad because we don't get a chance. I don't get a chance to interview as many artists that actually do this. I do know a few, but you're the first one I had a chance to actually interview. And it's good to know that you have a voice to speak positive, and you can do that, especially when you're talking about the Black Lives Matter and things like that, because these are things that a lot of artists stay away from these days. And with you being hip hop gospel, the fact that you're actually touching on that issue is, it says a lot. How do your peers feel about that? Like you said, because of the fact that it's a gospel thing too. How do they feel about you getting political? Is that something that everybody's on board with?
Yeah, they're happy with me. They're glad that I'm doing something that's not too far away from the church. They want me to stay biblical, know,
right.
So that I can still perform at church and it won't be a problem.
Right. I guess it gets a little bit tricky in that because you always want to be able to speak your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I guess sometimes some people do take things the wrong way. But from what I'm hearing now, I got a feeling you know what you're doing. So
thanks.
So I asked you earlier about sports, and I have a question I ask everybody in regards to the reason why I ask about sports is because I try to make a comparison with the music. If what moment in basketball would you compare what feeling I should say would you in basketball would you compare your music to? Like when you do your music, what is there a feeling that you can compare how you feel when you're doing your music to when that make that last shot in basketball? Like what is it that you're trying to do in the entertainment business that would compare to that what you felt in basketball?
Well, I was trying to go to the NBA. I wanted to make sure that I was the best at what I do, and I was above average.
Right.
And that's how I want to be in music. I want to be above average and the best of what I do.
Okay, so you want to over excel.
Yeah.
you want to reach the top and beyond.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a pretty good point guard.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a pretty good point guard, and I was real good at ball handling. I wanted to be the best ball handler and point guard that I could be. Yeah, my skills are pretty good. So that's how I want to be. That's how I want to be. Huh?
Do you ever miss it?
Yeah, sometimes I miss it, but it was a lot of work. A lot of work involved.
Right. You ever think about putting together do you do any tournaments, like basketball tournaments for the youth and things like that? You ever thought about doing that?
I thought about doing that in the future. Okay. Like whenever I get a chance to get a break from music,
right?
Maybe have like a celebrity basketball tournament or something.
Okay, all right. So, are you doing a lot of traveling right now, or are you doing any kind of touring with your music, any promo?
Oh, right now I'm not able to leave the state of California. I had a problem with the law, whatever. And,
not you.
I'm just yeah. So I have to stay in California for 1 year.
Okay. Well, you can always travel around, but you can still go places in California, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, do that. You know what I'm saying? I always try to tell the artist, do as much as you can when it comes to promoting your music.
Yeah.
And, true indeed, you may have restrictions, but try to work inside those restrictions if you can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just really important, man. It's really important. And when it comes to this industry, in order to really be able to perfect your craft, and in order to get the credit that you're looking for, and get the respect that you're trying to get, you really have to go out there and make it happen. You got to go out there and let people know who you are. You got to shake the hands and kiss the babies and do all the stuff that politicians do. You know what I'm saying? It's really like a big campaign type of situation. So even with your restrictions, you just try to get out there as much as you can.
Thanks.
Yep. Now, as far as what happens after the music, so let's say, are you looking to start a label or anything, or are you looking into another business venture?
I'm looking to start a record label. I want to help other artists come up and continue doing music, continue being involved with music.
Okay. All right. So let's say a young artist comes to you and say they need some help. What are you telling them? How would you guide a new artist into into this music world?
Well, I let them know, don't give up, and show them around the studios, show them around the festivals and stuff that I know about, and let them know that hey, you can do it. You just got to keep at it.
Yeah. Let them know it can be complicated too, but don't give up.
Yeah.
I think that's the part we forget to tell a lot. We let them know that they can do it, don't give up, but we never tell them the hell that they might run into, on that journey. Well, you definitely need to stay out of trouble. That's for sure. So you got a good word that you're trying to deliver. So we need you out here to deliver that word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you actually I should have asked you at the beginning of the interview. How did you actually get to this point? How did you meet? How did this interview come about?
Well, I've been promoting my music, and I finally got an email or something from Sony Hulk Radio, and I got an email from Too Hot Radio.
Right.
And I actually performed with Too Hot Radio at the opening of the BET Awards Act.
Right.
And so I kind of been staying in contact with them. And they're connected with Sony Hulk Radio. So they were watched by Sony Hulk Radio.
Okay. So that's how you made it my way.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, let the people know, man. How can we find you? Well, first of all, before we get to that part, which song? Because I'm definitely gonna be playing your song on the station for the rest of the week.
Institutionalized.
Institutionalized is what we're gonna be pushing. Okay, so y'all gonna be hearing
by Jay Will.
By Jay Will. That's what y'all gonna be listening to. And now let the people know where they can find you. Social media information or email or whatever you got for them.
Go to www.youtube.com/, J Will the Real Poet, or you can just go to YouTube and type in J Will Institutionalized.
Okay. So you got your stuff on YouTube already.
Yes.
That's good. So, what would be the next? Do you already know what your next single would be? What your next lead out single is, or are you just kind of focused on this one right now?
It's either I'm going with Have Faith or either God Is So Good. I'm still in the studio with tweaking God Is So Good.
Okay.
But if I don't have time, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Have Faith.
So what do your studio sessions look like? I mean, how long do your sessions usually last? Are they? I mean, do you get in there and kind of knock it out, or are you one of those people to be in there, be in there for a long time?
Yeah, I try to make sure I'm on point, that I memorize my lyrics and everything, and that I don't give my producer and engineer a hard time.
Yeah.
I don't worry them too much.
Hey, there you go. Well, hey, they got to do their job for you to not give them a hard time.
Yeah.
Now, don't just put it on yourself. If they do what they're supposed to do, you got to give them a hard time. Everybody got to work together to get it right, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, I'm definitely gonna be playing that music, man, and I look forward to seeing a lot more from you in the future. And we definitely gonna have some more interviews, man. We're gonna be doing this a little bit more. So, I got a feeling I'm gonna be hearing more from you.
You will.
All right, man. Well, you take it easy and let the people know one more time what your name is and how to find you.
www.youtube.com/JWill the Real Poet, or type in J Will Institutionalized in the YouTube search engine.
All right. Well, I'll be chopping it up with you soon, J Will, man. We appreciate you for stopping through the Sony Hulk for this interview today.
All right, thanks. Thank you too.
All right, man. All right, people, no matter what the place or what the time, you have now been listening to DJ Strong Arm with my man J Will, right here on Midday to the Strong Way, Sony Hulk. We out.